Feast of the Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary, which was recorded in St. David's Cathedral. The canticles are sung to the second set, written in the key of E flat by Charles Wood. The anthem is a setting by Robert Parsons of verses from St. Luke's Gospel. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. The service ends with an entry by Sir William Macmillan. God's infirm Diego. Rejoice, the Virgin Mother of God.
Let me just try to think if I had something left, because I had menus. I think I have a menu or two, I'm not sure.
Latte, and can I also have apricot tart? Yes.
Oh, the black one in the section? Yeah.
When the snow falls outside, you can hold me tight. When it's cold through the night, we'll stay warm inside. We'll feel the fire burning, baby. Spin that record one more time, 'cause we're gonna spend our night dancing in Christmas style. Pack your bags, pack your coat. Hurry up, it's time to go. Jingle.
Lots of cheese, please.
Yes, be careful. Not break it.
Try
Oh,
it.
it looks hot as well. I can see it's quite.
Yep, the oven dish is still pretty hot.
I'm very lucky.
See, I tried to save the dishes to wash.
Yep.
I wanna live simply like my father. It never has much been for collies, but I think that his collies are his children. And I wanna live fearlessly, believing nothing could ever hurt me if I just love. If I just love relentlessly. And I don't have an extravagant plan for who I'll be when I'm an older man. But the best adventures follow no maps. Oh, oh, oh. When I was born, a quilt was sewn by the one who held my father before he had grown, before he'd met my mother. And more were made as our family grew. A name is just a name, but it holds me to you. For there's love in every letter. Oh,
Do you have pumpkin latte?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Yeah, it's coming.
Smart child. I think he's like 23.